Hello friends, continuing screw gauge series, here in part 2 we will discuss zero error, positive zero error and negative error of micrometer screw gauge. Please make sure you watch screw gauge part 1, then go ahead with part 2. So what is zero error? Zero error of screw gauge is a mechanical error due to which zero of circular scale does not coincide with the reference line of main scale. So here this is the main scale and this horizontal line is the reference line, and this one is the circular scale and this line is the zero of the circular scale. So when we bring these two ends together, or this end is called as stud and this is the screw of the screw gauge, first we bring both ends together. Ideally, when these two ends are perfectly in contact to each other, then this reference line should perfectly coincide with this zero of circular scale. You can see zero of circular scale is upside of reference line. It's not coinciding. So this is called as a mechanical error, and this mechanical error is called as zero error of the screw gauge. Here are three cases of zero error. First case is when these two ends are together, then you can see this horizontal line of main scale is the reference line and this is the circular scale, zero of the circular scale. They both are completely in straight line, are perfectly coinciding to each other. In this case, this screw gauge is free from zero error, or it has no zero error. So zero error of this screw gauge is 0. Here is the second case. Here zero of the circular scale means this 0. You can see this is the 0. This is the reference line. You can see 0 of the circular scale is below the reference line. So this screw gauge is having a positive zero error. Let's calculate positive zero error of this screw gauge. So for that, first of all, we are going to find out coinciding circular scale division. That means the circular scale division which perfectly coincide with this reference line. So this line perfectly coincides 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth division. So fourth circular scale division perfectly coincides with the reference line. So to find the zero error, we multiply this circular scale division by the least count. In the first part, we found out that least count of screw gauge is 0.01 millimeter. That will give us 0.04 millimeter. As this is positive error, so we need to put the positive sign before this number. So positive 0.04 millimeter is the positive zero error of this screw gauge. Here is the third case. In this case, 0 of circular scale, this means this 0 of circular scale is actually the above of reference line of main scale. This is the reference line. So you can see 0 of the circular scale is above the reference line of main scale. So this screw gauge is having negative zero error. Let's calculate negative zero error. So first of all, we are going to find out coinciding circular scale division which perfectly matches with the reference line. So this is the, here it's a reference line and the point is this division perfectly matches with the reference line. So this one is 95, 96, 97. 97th division. So whenever we have negative zero error, we will find the difference. Difference is total number of circular scale division, that is 100, minus coinciding division, which is 97. So we got number here 3. So we need to multiply this difference by least count. So 3 times 0.01 millimeter, which is the least count of screw gauge. Please make sure you watch screw gauge part 1 so that you can understand least count of screw gauge. We got here 0.03 millimeter. As this is negative zero error, so we will put the negative sign before the number. So minus 0.03 millimeter is the negative zero error of this screw gauge. Please note here there is a little difference in calculation of positive and negative zero error. While finding positive zero error, we directly multiply coinciding circular scale division to the least count. But when we are finding negative zero error, first we have to find difference of total number of divisions and coinciding division. Then we multiply this difference to the least count. I hope you understand this topic here. In the following video, we will discuss how to read measurements from screw gauge and all the following calculations. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching.